G'day folks, Corey from Rockpile. How you going? I'm out in the shed. I love my little shed. And it's full of stuff. It's been full of stuff for the past 9 weeks, 12 weeks maybe. Oh man, everywhere I look there's just stuff. There's tools everywhere. So what do we need to do? We need to make a toolbox. Had a few ideas. So I managed to score this plan filing cabinet with big drawers, 1500 by 800 by about that deep. And I thought, it's got 6 drawers in the cabinet, why not make a frame? So I did a quick little concept drawing on the computer. And now I'll just show you some bits and pieces and we'll start cutting some stuff. So this is the body. And as you can tell, it's just piled in here with all the rest of the stuff. These are the drawers, and they've all got ball bearings on the drawers, so they slide really nicely. I've managed to scrounge up some off-cut bits of steel that I had laying around. So I've got my cut list, I've got my crutch, you probably can't see it, but I've got my boot on. I'm behaving, don't worry. So let's just crack into cutting some stuff. Alright, so everything's cut. It is. Now this is like galvanised, like pre-galvanised from the shop where you buy it. Not the hot dipped galvanised. No one really likes welding galvanised stuff because it's crap. So I'm just going to use a sanding disc. Now I just use a rubber backing wheel, or hard plastic I should say, wheel. And I use Cubitron sanding disc. This is an 80 grit, and that just sits on the rubber backing pad. Now I like to cut these backing pads down a bit from the diameter of the sanding of the backing plate. I like to cut them down. Just gives me a little bit more like control and flex when you're trying to sand it nice and flat. And that just holds onto the grinder with a standard little thing like that. Alright, so we've sanded the galvanised just off where I'm going to weld it on the legs and the short bits for the rectangle top. We need to weld the legs on, and they go something like that. So I've got my square. Even though it looks like a triangle, we call it a square. Good to make sure that everything you do is kind of square and plumish, you know, flat, and it all looks like we're going to be okay. We now have an upside down rectangular frame with 4 legs. It all come together pretty well, pretty square, pretty happy with that. I might just put this chest of drawers together. Just going to give these little rails what the drawers slide on just a little, oh it's a little rag, just a little bit of a wipe with a rag and some, what have I got, just some brake cleaner. I'll just get a few little tech screws and tech screw this box down to the frame, and that way that's secured. I just call these Series 500 like super hexies. They have a very I'll just hobble over a very fine thread on them, and these will go through like 1/2 inch steel quite easily. So they come in all different lengths and they're very, very good. Clean the bearings. They all seem to spin quite well. G'day again. So where were we? I was cleaning the runners in their drawers and I had this thought, like, why is there so much crap in here? It's only a little shed. It's only 9 metres by 6 metres, so it's not that big. I kind of got a little wobbly on in my head and I decided to tidy up, and then one thing led to another, and before you know it, I've got this bit of an area here, right, which I'll show you. And then the chest of drawers magically ended up over there with all the drawers put in it. I'm going to go to Bunnings. I just found these cheap white plastic baskets. They come in various sizes. Get 10 of each size. That might be a good start. And then I'm just going to accumulate all this random stuff and try and get it into some sort of category. We got there. We did some stuff. So as you can see, these are little baskets, just little white plastic baskets, you know, not expensive. So full of Allen keys. Got some drill bits in here, little drill bits. There are random little punches, specialty drill bits like bits for that go into the hammer gun, or step drills, or spade bits. Oh, what have I got in here? These are just all like different size tech screw bits and little socket adapters and fancy little, we'll just call them bits because I don't know what they're called, they're just bits. Some random hole saws, different drill chucks, you know, for stuff. So let's try and get a bit of a draw happening. I kind of cheated a bit and I got a bit carried away. I do that. I get kind of excited, you know, when I'm kind of doing stuff. So we got some stuff in here already that I've put in, and I thought, oh, I better, like, you know, bring this along for the ride. So just random stuff. This is all TIG welding bits, batteries, tape measures, earplugs, little, you know, not nipple clamps, but just little clamps, knives and scissors and cutting blades. Right. So let's just whack in some of this stuff. I've successfully filled up most of the drawers. The bottom one, as you can see, was just a random array of model car parts. And then we had next one up, drawer number 5, is just all the little like plastic packets, plastic containers of like O-rings, washers, grease nipples, like little connectors, like all just that various stuff that comes in like little packs with all different size things in that pack. And then I've got number 4 drawer, which is uncharacterised yet. It's just like kind of, I'll just put crap in. I'll just put stuff in there. Sorry, we are PG. I'll just put stuff in there and I'll worry about it later. And that may end up like that one drawer you've got in the kitchen that you just put all the stuff in, and you're like, every 6 months you kind of empty it and chuck most of it out. But we'll see what happens. And then drawer number 3 has all like hand tools, hammers, bigger spanners, hacksaws. And then drawer number 2 has like sockets and spanners and all that kind of thing. And then you saw the top drawer, that's got all the drill bits and tech bits and Allen keys and stuff in, which I use quite regularly. Now I do have like a mental note of where all this is in my head, because I'm pretty good at remembering stuff most of the time. Depends who you ask. If you ask my wife, she'll tell you that I don't. But I reckon I do. So, you know, if I'm not here, Amanda's out, and she goes, oh, where can I find the C-clip pliers to remove an internal C-clip, I can go, well, that's easy. That would be in drawer number 2 in the middle at the front, red handle, and they're the C-clip pliers. So, if you enjoyed that, my first little video, because I've been laid up for a bit, I'm kind of a bit excited, a bit nervous, a bit of everything really, but I am who I am and I do what I do. So that's just the way it is. I much appreciate your time, folks, hanging out. See you on the next one.